Hi, my name is Dove and I'm the Director of Logistics here at Top Test Prep. Today I'd like to go over with you a very important part of the private and boarding school admissions process, which is the interview. It's very clear that the private and boarding school interview can be very stressful. You're trying to impress the school, as is your child, while your child is in the spotlight. So here are some tips to make the interview go a little more smoothly. The first tip we have is to do your research before the interview. While you find out more information about the school while you're on the tour, be sure to read up on the school beforehand. While you're on the tour and in the interview, don't ask simple questions that show you haven't really done your research. Make it clear that you know something about the school and that you're eager to attend by making such remarks as, for example, I know your school has an excellent music program, can you tell me more about that? The second tip we have for you is to prepare your child. That can be easier said than done, but if your child really wants to attend a certain school, be sure that your child knows some basic information about the school beforehand. For example, your child shouldn't be surprised if he finds out the school doesn't have a football team. Your child should also practice some short statements about his or her interests, whether they're academic or extracurricular, before the interview. So older students may actually be asked about current events, so it's best to have them read up on the newspaper a couple weeks leading up to the interview. Younger students may be put in a situation where they're observed while they're interacting with other young students, so prepare your child beforehand regarding that. Also, remember to have your child shake hands with the interviewer and thank them once the interview is complete. The third tip we have is to dress your child appropriately. It's best to find out what the school dress code is, and when you show up, to have your child wearing something that's at least similar to what the school dress code is, or the same level of formality as what the other students are wearing. Many private schools have students wearing a button-down or polo shirts, so it's best not to have your child show up in a t-shirt or something that may make him or her look out of place. The fourth tip we have for you, and it's very basic and very simple, is don't stress yourself out and don't stress your child out. Although this interview process, the interview is a very important part of the process, you don't want to put too much pressure on your child because that may show during the interview, and it might cause your child to forget answers to questions or possibly even to cry, which doesn't come across so great with the interviewers. The fifth and final tip we have for you is to avoid overcoaching. You want the interview to sound natural. You don't want your child to make up interests or talents just to please the interviewer. You want, as I said, it should be natural and sound genuine, and the interviewers, they can usually tell when the child is faking an interest just to come across, just to please the interviewer. For more information about boarding school and private school admissions, call Top Test Prep at 1-800-501-7737 or visit our website at www.toptestprep.com.